Holy moly. It just unfroze. Wow. Yeah, I could not change scenes. I could not turn the mic on, but welcome in. I think we are going. Do we have volume? Can you hear me? All right. I think we're going. All right. Now you can start hearing me. All right. Welcome in. Welcome back to Above Ground World News, man. What the heck? They just make it tougher on us every single night. But we'll find ways around it just like we always do. Anyway, check out the storms, the same storms every night. They keep firing off in the very exact same places. The aerosols are being deployed in the very same exact places. All right, so here we go. Let's jump into some headlines, and then we'll jump into some other stuff. Check this out. This came out a couple days ago, 5 days ago. Genetically altered fungus murders mosquitoes with spider venom. So we have more bioweapons being released. They call it a new weapon in the war against malaria-carrying mosquitoes has arrived just in time for summer. Now you can bet your ass with all the flooding going on, there's going to be a mosquito outbreak, and they're going to release these genetically modified nanobot mosquitoes. You don't know what's going to happen when scientists start altering stuff. It's never a good thing. Anyway, researchers from the University of Maryland Institute of Health Scientists have figured out a way to genetically alter a fungus to produce spider venom that kills mosquitoes dead. The fungus known as Metarism pingenese, which is already deadly to mosquitoes even without added venom, works so well that in one trial it killed off an entire population in 45 days. We are using a gene encoding a single toxin, one of many toxins in spider venom. The toxin has been thoroughly characterized by Australian collaborator to use as an insecticide by the EPA. The toxin has been confirmed to be safe for everything but insects. Boy, we've heard that before. What about the fluoride? What about the Monsanto Roundup? So the fungus has been genetically engineered to produce the toxin. It works like a contact insecticide due to the ability to penetrate the skin of the insect. They tested this in West Africa. Isn't that where the Ebola is? Ebola? And they did it in a screened enclosed mock village known as Mosquito Sphere. Man, these madmen they're never going to stop. So we had a crazy thing here on the Ozarks. 5 Kansas City residents injured when a boat exploded at the lake. This just came out 3 hours ago. People from Kansas City, including a 6-year-old girl, were injured when a boat exploded Saturday today. The explosion occurred around 2:15 at a gas dock at the Milestone Marina in Morgan County. Shortly after the boat was filled with fuel, according to the Highway Patrol, the blast ejected one person from the docked 1993 Chris Craft. One occupant, 42-year-old man, was transported to the hospital by helicopter. Serious injuries. The other 4 people, including a 71-year-old driver, were listed having suffered moderate injuries, taken to the hospital. So anyway, wow. I've had a boat fire before. Now this is some more crazy news coming out of California. Christian school hit with a SWAT-style raid. California demands they allow sexual exploration to be shut down. What? Am I reading that wrong? What? So they're hit with a raid, and they demand they allow sexual exploration or be shut down. Okay, I read that wrong. I'm like, what in the heck? So a Christian school in California is facing a huge battle with the state. The school was raided earlier this year by the SWAT style by the state. The raid was carried out with 16 armed law enforcement from California Highway Patrol, 2 K-9 units, 17 social workers. Students and staff were horrified by the sudden, unexpected attack. The state was misled into thinking the school was harboring illegal drugs, amassing ammunition, and preparing for doomsday. Here they go after the preppers and Christians all in one little curveball here. So what, man? See, this is just getting nuts. So police state is definitely in California. All right, so we had 10 coastal Antarctic stations show zero warming over the past decade. I guess they're going to have to, that's probably why they went to climate change, because it's not actually warming. We got the grand solar minimum, we're cooling, all kinds of weird stuff. Here's another weird article coming out of Kansas City. Nation's first Jedi Disposal Act could legalize outdoor cremations in Missouri. The Show Me State is set to be the first in the country to fully legalize funeral ceremonies previously reserved for Vikings, Native American tribes, and Jedi Knights. Jedi Knights, isn't that like on Star Wars? A measure passed by both chambers of the Missouri General Assembly would allow licensed funeral directors to organize outdoor cremations. What is Jedi? What the heck is that? So this has been around since the dawn of man. This is the way our ancestors took care of their remains. They were like sacrifice. What did they like, throw them in the volcanoes? This is just one weird article here. You know, there's still Viking ancestry, Germanic tribe. What is a Jedi? All right, I don't know what the hell this is going on here, but it's in Congress. So the Jedi Disposal Act. I'll have to try to figure out what the hell that is. I mean, I thought that was, you know, Jedis. I thought that's something just on Star Wars. I'm missing something here. All right, enough wasted time on that. Just more bunk stuff there. Now, this is a crazy article, and this come out a long time ago. This is in 1956. Now, we're going through this meteor shower right now, but what was weird, somebody sent this to me, and it's about the relation between rainfall and meteor showers. And what they found out is somehow, I mean, they're probably all just guessing on this, but the examination of rainfall figures for a large number of stations shows that the tendency for more rainfall on certain calendar dates than others. Well, that's because they got a weather plan, but there's a close correspondence between the dates of the rainfall maxima in both the northern and southern hemisphere and this is difficult to explain on a climatological basis. The effect might, however, be due to an extraterrestrial influence. Anyway, they think that has something to do with the rain. It don't. I mean, it could, but we know what's really causing rain. Oh, hey, Troy sent me a video that he took today in Oregon. Check this video out. It's pretty nuts. And then we're going to back it up. We're going to show you on the worldview and all that stuff.
Just got these two buck stains spraying my sky right now. Look at that. Look at that. He's just pumping it out. There's his buddy next to him. Jesus.
Oh, how could it buffer, man? I already had it loaded. Looks like wingtip sprayers off the back wing, but
drinking it out.
I can't believe it's buffering. I had it all loaded.
My skies, definitely. It's falling all the way back here. You can see the difference. Two different mixtures all together. That's where it crosses. It's crazy as shit. There's another one.
Yeah, so you got, you know, all the different X's. And now if we go over here and check it here on the flight path here, and here's Oregon, so let's play this here. You can see they got totally bombarded. It started out here off the coast. Look at it. There is the spraying that he was picking up. It was actually a mass spraying operation, even out here in the Pacific, up through Washington, North California. Look, I mean, they're still spraying out here into the night. Spraying right there. So just heavy duty aerosols being deployed, but we'll get into this stuff here in just a little bit deeper. All right, Central England on course for its 17th coldest June in 360 years on records. They're having crop concerns over here too. Everything is pretty much the opposite of what they say. Now, we had a bunch of earthquakes go off today, some pretty good size one. Chile's coast hit by a powerful shallow 6.5, and then we had another 7.4. We'll bring up the earthquake thing and take a look at that. But yeah, we got some pretty crazy earthquake stuff going on. Hibbling hits record low of 28 degrees on June 13th. This is coming out of Minnesota. So we're getting tons of these super cold air going on everywhere. I mean, that's why they had to change everything to climate change. Now, this is an old article from 2018, but this is the last time they got flooded in 2017 here in Missouri, and the Corps of Engineers is responsible for damaging floods along the Missouri River. Well, they had to pay, and I'm not sure if they paid the people back then, but the same thing is coming up now, and now they're not going to cover anything. So back then it was 300 million in losses going all the way back to 2007. The court ruled the Corps changed its flood management after 2004 in response to wildlife protection pressures and made the flooding worse. So, you know, they were doing some land grabs and, you know, whatever they were doing, it didn't work. So Looks like they had to pay for the flooding back then, but now they're going to try to get away with the scot-free. We'll see. Now here's another crazy article. Spiders can fly hundreds of miles using electricity. Scientists are finally starting to understand the centuries-old mystery of ballooning. Now we get a lot of chem webs and stuff that they try to pawn off on this, but we know better. We've had all that stuff tested, and pretty crazy. So I don't think I'm going to go into this article. Yeah, I'm going to wait on them. I didn't get to look at most of these. Oh, I got to bring that over. Now we do got some crazy anomalies on the mimic map. Oh, we got a couple other weird things going on. Oh, let's check the watches and warnings real quick. So we have a tornado here just a few minutes ago coming out of Lincoln, Illinois. Let's take a look at this. Tornado warning for southeastern Tazewell County in central Illinois till 10:45. So it just expired just about 5 minutes ago. All right, so let's see here. And then we had another tornado in Ohio just a little bit ago, right when we were getting ready for the show. This one for central Delaware County in Ohio. This one expires at 10:45 Eastern, so that one just expired too. All right, we're a little late on them mornings. Had another one in Ohio, one out of Oklahoma, another one in Ohio. So it looks like Ohio's getting targeted pretty good, but check out this loop where the tornado warning was when I was getting ready for the show. You can see the radar is turned down. Let it get it all the way through. All right, so they just had a storm here. So the air should be stabilized. I mean, this storm is... Air should be stabilized. And look how fast this storm comes in. I mean, just out of nowhere. And you see the hell core up in the north side of the storm. The radar up to slow it down because it was moving too fast. We'll go ahead and check this on the coalition and see if we can see any kind of debris or anything. All right, let's see if we get this thing to load. All right, so we got the incoming and the outgoing winds and all that. So I just want to see if we spot. Yeah, we see the microwave pulse going on. So they were definitely hitting this with the microwaves. And we'll bring that up here in the next layer we're going to use. So wham, yeah, they pulse that thing, and then all of a sudden that storm just starts hauling butt. All right, let's check this. Lots of damage in Indiana. All right, so the purple is what we figure is the microwaves. It's not even on this, and that's how it pulses out. You can always tell, look, they're shooting pure microwaves right at that storm. You only see this purple when they're affecting it. So they were definitely sending out some frequencies to that storm. big time. Let's go down here and just see if we've seen any kind of a rotation in here. Yeah, there was fires in Arizona. We'll look, see if they're still showing up on the worldview. Just want to get this documented, that way we have it. Yeah, you probably do got maybe some, there was a little bit of stuff up in the sky there. Let me stop that. Let me slow that down. Get it where I want it here. Yes, you almost got 3 little spots that might have had some tree limbs in that. Something. Pretty good winds. Alright, so what I wanted to check out here is this cyclone. They're not considering it a cyclone or nothing now. Now we'll watch it. We'll go back to here the 11th. So it was down here right off the coast of India. It's going up, right up the coast, goes out, hits, it hits the land. Now it's back out here. It still has an eye wall. And when you zoom in on this sucker, you can see there's still clouds seeding it. But they're only calling it a tropical depression. I think it's going to go out a little farther and then go back in and hit the same area. But we'll check on that here in a minute. And here we can see all the synthetic clouds from the aerosols that we've seen deployed just a little bit ago. Here's the spraying in Northern California, all over the Southern California. See if our fires are still showing up. It looks like it's not loaded real good. Yeah, they were really showing up yesterday. Thanks out there, everybody in Super Chat. I know I've been missing them. You can see the scorched area right there. A couple scorched areas up to the north. This was yesterday's. Yeah, I can't really see it coming out today. Sacramento, you're getting hammered. You got the chemtrail fog, and they have this system parked over here still. Looks like Alabama's getting a few sprays. Florida's getting a little bit of rain. West Virginia's getting sprayed. Indiana, Ohio. Look, the East Coast is actually clear today. First time clear in a long time. Now I need to go over here. These were all not that bad, but I wanted to look down here at New Zealand. That's Madagascar. Oh man, I don't have it loaded over there. Man, I can't stop yawning. All right, here was jumping the mimic. All right, let's show you some of the anomalies on this. Here we are looking at the water vapor of the sky. Let me start this. Now I can tell you right now, they are pulling the atmospheric river down and around into New Zealand and straight up into Australia. And we can see this cyclone still up here doing some freaky stuff. He thinks they're bamboo. Now they split this one up here, so they're gonna, I don't know what they're doing up here. I didn't see the ship tracks weren't sticking out very far, but we have a crazy anomaly way up here in the Arctic. Look at the flashing going on. What is going on up here? So we got something really strange. That's an anomaly up there. So they're doing some kind of testing up there. Look at all the water vapor that's like stuck up there, flashing around. That's not stitching errors. That's it's being affected. It's like taking an X-ray down through the water vapor of the sky. So they're definitely affecting that. Still have the river coming up. Luckily, we're pretty lucky right now. It's all staying pretty far south. Let me see if I can bring in the I mean, we could use this one, but we've had a 7.2. It was a 7.4. Wait a minute, what'd I do here? Might need to reload this. Wow, it's kind of like frozen up. Man, last night we did the stream a little later, and it helped on the buffering, but tonight it's not helping. Now there was some tsunami buoys that went off, but then they were like shut off. So now they're calling it a 7.2. We've had a 6.1 in Tonga. I know there was a couple other bigger ones. Where'd they go? Let me see if I can bring in the earthquake thing, the program. All right, give me a second here. See if I can bring this in. All right, there we go. I don't know if you guys can see that very good. I mean, these earthquakes are covering some pretty good ground. So whenever you get these big earthquakes like this, you can pretty much figure that is going to move around the plate. And it makes you wonder. Let's see what I got here. Age. Let's just go on the last 7 days and kind of look. So you got tons of bigger quakes going on. That's too many. I can't even see what's going on with that. Man, that don't look good on the stream there. It looks too small. So I guess I can try to zoom in on here. So it looks like we just had one. Quite a few are popping off there in Alaska as we speak. Just had a 2.5 there. So here's our bigger quakes. Okay. So yeah, we've had quite a few deep earthquakes. If I can get this where you guys can see the depth, man, it's like it's almost like magma flow or something is coming up. But anyway, yeah, a lot of strange deep quakes right there. Big shallow quake, and you can pretty much follow this pressure is going to go up and around. No quakes going off here, off the British Columbia. Nothing going off really there in the Cascadia. Anyway, that's pretty good on that. I usually go watch Dutch, man. He does good on the all that stuff. Yeah, when you see these giant silent zones, now they got a bunch of micro quakes. Whoa, where'd I zoom to here? You know, they're having all these earthquake drills and stuff out here. This is something you gotta watch. Man, this thing is not working for me. So we got tons of silent zones over here. So all this stuff is just locked and loaded, and eventually it will go. All right, this didn't work for me. I'll leave that up to Dutch there. All right, let's go ahead and check the full view here. Yeah, I guess it wasn't coming through very good. All right. Make sure I'm on the right. Yeah, I'm trying to get back to the right scene here. This thing keeps freezing up on me. Yeah, I'll probably need to update. They was wanting me to try to update the broadcaster before we went, and I just didn't have time. So we got just like a cyclone going across the whole and you can see right here, these storms are intensifying right before it gets dark. Like right there, you can really see the cloud tops on that synthetic skies all ahead of them storms. And I guess we could go check real quick the ship tracks. Yeah, I'm getting like really tired. I'm not going to make it much longer here. Just want to see if these ship tracks are still out here. Yeah, the USGS always removes quake. Wow, look at this shipping operation still out here. It's actually really bad right now. So the white lines, all these white ones are ships dropping the bunker fuel. And then the dark blue lines are the aerosols being deployed by the planes. So major shipping operation going on, hid underneath the cloud bank. There's all the aerosols there in Oregon, Northern California. And then right as it starts getting night, look, here comes all the bunker fuel being deployed. That's a huge operation. All right, guys, I think I'm going to call this a show, man. I'm out of it tonight. I'm tired. Anyway, we got the 16-day forecast tomorrow, so I will start early on that one. We'll get it all set a lot better tonight. I'll get all this stuff updated, and hopefully it will run smoother. I'm going to try to go earlier tomorrow, like around 8:30 if it'll let me, Central Time. Anyway, guys, much love. We will see you tomorrow night, God willing. He lets us. Anyway, guys, much love out there. We will catch you tomorrow night. Be safe. Here we go. We'll rise. Maybe. I don't know if this